Hello, guys. This is Sharp. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for returning. This short video is about Tisha Scott. I'm worried. I'm worried about her. It looks like she's going through a crisis. Well, we know that, right? We know that she's going through a crisis. Look what happened this season. And the season not even over with yet for us. Her husband is completely and totally embarrassed her, more so than ever, in my opinion. It looks like she's going through an identity crisis a bit. I remember with this photo here, this is taken from a Carlos King Messy Monday, y'all, when she was on there. And this is not the one where she was like, Martell likes boys and he sleeps with boys. No, it's not alleged. It's not that one. It was the one before that. And this one was like maybe a month and a half prior to her going on that other live saying that Martell liked boys and all that. It's about a month and a half possibly before that one, before this last one she just did. And I kept saying, well, no, it's the lighting. It's the lighting. It's just the lighting or whatever. Because clearly, she looks significantly lighter and brighter. And it was good lighting in that room. You know what I'm saying? But it does seem like she has on some foundation that's maybe about a shade and a half brighter than her. Maybe a shade. Maybe one shade lighter than her. Or maybe a shade and a half, give or take. It's either one or two shades lighter than her. The foundation looks like it is. Yeah, it does. It looks a little bit lighter. So, yeah. I didn't really think too much of it or whatever. But when I started seeing other photos of her as time went on, weeks on, or months on, I'm like, yeah, she is starting to look a little different in terms of her weight. Her weight is looking like it's fluctuating and things of that nature. I hate that word. Things of that phrase. Things of that nature. I hate that. That's Martell word. But anyway. And now, as you can see, she don't have no makeup on here. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with not having no makeup on. But, I brought a close-up picture like this because, her face is looking fat now. So that means she's eating. That means she's snacking. She eating them ho-hos and them donuts and whatever the heck else she eating. And it's probably out of stress. Stress eating. Because she's hurt. She's hurt to her core right now, y'all. I don't care what nobody say. She is hurt to her core and embarrassed like no other time. She's more embarrassed about this than she was when they went to, what was that? Vegas a few years back. I think that was in season 4, maybe season 5, when the whole core 6 went to Vegas, including Tiffany and Lou. And she had planned a trip to one of them Vegas chapels. And she knew she did it because she really, really wanted her and Marsau to renew their vows. But Marsau stood on business in that he said he wasn't renewing no vows. He ain't doing it. And he didn't. And it's like, why? Y'all had been married, what was that, 14 years at that point? Or was it 15 years they had been married? So what's the difference in y'all renewing y'all vows? Like, you've been married, you've been married 15 years. What's the big deal? And that was a lot for him not to do that. Because, what's the big deal? You already married and y'all been in it for 15 years. And to me, that meant that, it was a message to her that I'm not committing to you again. We married, we in this shit. But I ain't doing it again. Period. And one would say, oh, well, we married. I don't care. You know what I mean? And then one would also say, what does that mean? That he doesn't want to do this again? You know what I mean? That he doesn't want to just had a ceremony. It's just a symbolism because we already married. So it's just like, we just going through the motions just for the fun of it, really. Because we married already and been married for 15 years. So what difference does it really make? But it's a message to her that, girl, I ain't doing this shit again with you. Not even for play. Which was embarrassing. And everybody end up start egging him on, like, Marsau, you're not going to marry her again. You're not going to do it. You're not going to renew your vows. And he was like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. And I remember Mel saying, Tisha, would you like that? Wouldn't you like to get married again? I mean, it was an embarrassing moment. But she chalked it up. And, she went on to say, like, does anyone wants to take this time to renew their vows or, say something to their significant other or their husband or wife or whatever. Because, they ain't about to get up there and do nothing. So she opened the floor to others, which no one else really got up there and did anything. But it's just like, wow. And now here it is, years later. This is another extreme embarrassing moment where this man, her husband, Marsau, is not taking up for her at all. And out of embarrassment, it seems like she's stress eating. I mean, look at her face. She looks like a little chia pet, like a little cute little monkey. And I'm not saying that in a negative way, like how white people say it about black people. I'm just saying her face is just like a cute little something. Because she's not ugly at all. I'm just saying how her cheeks looks like she's storing nuts in both cheeks. That comes from snacking, probably eating late at night. And she had did so much to get her body together. Like, I think people said she had got a tummy tuck or lipo. Drop down in the comments if that's true. I don't know. But she had did something. For all I know, she just worked out. Could have been working out with Trisha, a.k.a. Shamar, real good every day. Few days out the week to get her body together. Because she was looking nice and stacked and, had her curves going on. No cellulite, no flab. She was looking nice. Had Martell looking at her body. That's how nice her shape was looking. And now she looks like she's starting to eat and get big. And I say out of stress, out of embarrassment. Because her husband is most definitely embarrassing her. And this is truly, truly hurtful to the core. Can you imagine your man, your boyfriend, your husband allowing some man to stand up in front of y'all, you and your husband, call you all kinds of names, call you a garden tool, say he done seen you having X, said he done seen you having X with multiple people in the back of a car, said you was a loose, said you was ugly, said he could have had you if he wanted you, but he didn't because he too good for you. You're not good enough. Martell went in on Tisha. And I'm surprised she didn't get up crying. I probably would have been crying. I would have been so hurt. I probably would have stood up and been like, Marsau, you supposed to be going off on him. Why the f*** is you going off on me? And I think Martell is going off on her because he don't really got the receipts on Marsau. They was doing things together, and like he said, he would go first, and then all of them or whoever the hell else will go after. And I think it seems like they didn't have on condoms either. Ew. It seemed like they didn't have on condoms. But anyway, I'm getting off track. But, this is bad. This is putting Tisha in a bad spot, a real bad spot. And just like Martell says, she's going to have to make a decision, which she's probably not, because she doesn't want to. She doesn't have the heart to. She truly doesn't want to leave him. She's not ready to leave. She doesn't want to leave. And if you don't want to leave and you ain't got the heart to leave, you're not leaving. It's not her rock bottom yet. It might seem like it to us, but this is not her rock bottom yet. The fact that the man ain't saying ish about nothing this man is saying to you. And the fact that he wanted her to sit there when Marcel came and sat down with them at Destiny's relaunch event. The fact that my husband pulled me back down and told me to just sit here to make me listen to some more mess that this man got to say, some more negative mess that this man got to say about me. She a good one, because I would have snatched my hand and been like, no, I'm not sitting here. Now, either he gonna hit me or stand up and hit me or get with me when we get home or whatever, but I'm not standing here. And I would have snatched my hand away from him and walked off. I'm not about to stand here or sit here and listen to that mess no more. And to me, it seemed like he want her to sit there and listen to it because he knows it chips away at her self-esteem. I mean, what woman wants to hear some man say that about them in front of her man? And then to hear that the man that she loves is not defending her in any way. Girl, this is more serious than we thought. It's almost like Marsau is trying to break her emotionally wise. And chip away at her self-esteem. He's not doing it. He allowing Martell to do it. Because how could that not chip away at her self-esteem? To know that the man that she loved don't even love her enough or respect her enough to defend her. I mean, you could at least pretend. Oh my God. This is bad. And like Martell, I get them mixed up with all these damn M's. Like Martell said, she has to make a choice. Otherwise, she's just going to look. And I don't want to say stupid. It's not stupid. It's just pitiful. I mean, women can get dogged out by men so bad and still not be ready to leave yet. And it seems like that's where Tisha is. I'm not going to call her stupid. Because I'm a woman. It could easily happen to me. I don't know when I'm going to be hit like that, I would say that it's probably not going to happen, but hell, I don't know. We don't know what can happen to us in this life. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is bad. I feel bad for her in this moment. I could probably talk about her again when it relates to the negative mess that she, that's with the girl stuff, like the girl issues. But when it comes to this man really trying to work on her self-esteem and bring her down, because that's what it seemed like to me. And I have seen a man like that in action before. Excuse me. They don't do all that hitting. They bring the woman down verbally. You know what I'm saying? To make her think like she's not worthy. She's not that good. She's not that great. She's stupid. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. That works on a woman's self-esteem, especially when it comes from the man that she loves. So, yeah, it's... Ugh. This is bad. It's real bad, y'all. I feel bad for her. I feel real bad for her. I do. This serious. And the Scots, they are pieces of shit. All of them. Maurice, Marsau. I don't know about them other ones, but I'm quite sure they're the same. You know what I mean? They're just not on the show. And then that one that they leave under the stairs because he's a weirdo. What's his name? Mark. That weirdo. Telling you, them Scots is ick. Ugh. I feel sorry for Tisha. I truly, truly do. She's going through a time right now. And it's starting to show with how, in her appearance and, like I said, her yo-yo diet, her yo-yo weight, in my opinion, and how she continues to justify. Like, I would come on live. Well, I don't know. I may not come on live, but I know one thing. He would get tired of me. Because I'll be walking around the house yelling and screaming, like, if you don't want me, leave! Like, I get crazy on the mofo. For real. But, that it's just hard to do. It's hard to leave the man that you love. It's hard. It really, really is. Even when you know he ain't right. Or ain't being right. And with Marsau, he think he's so all of that, like he's smelling himself so bad, especially since this show. It's like he don't think he's ever wrong. And I'll never forget one of my pastors said, anytime you around somebody who constantly thinking and acting like they're right all the time and never wrong, get away from them. Run. My pastor said, run. Get the fuck away from them. Because they crazy as hell. That's the wrong person to be around. And that would be Marsau. Because he always thinks he's right. He never think he wrong. He think he more smarter than the therapist. He had the nerve to say that he would not listen to a marriage counselor or a therapist talking about something. Because if they won't listen to me and they won't take my advice, like, why the fuck is a therapist taking your advice? Anyway, y'all, I don't want to make this video long, but I just wanted to run that through y'all head. Like, is Marsau trying to chip away at Tisha's self-esteem? Like, is he trying to break her? Sometimes you got to scare men. You know what I'm saying? You got to scare them. You got to actually get your ass up and go. Like, you got to leave. Pretend like you about to really make that plunge and get the fuck on. It's hard to do. It's really hard to do. It's an emotionally draining thing. I remember my cousin did it with her husband. I'll never forget it. She asked me to help her move. We were piling stuff in the car. She was crying like she had lost her babies. That's how hard she was crying the whole time. She never stopped because she didn't feel like doing that shit, but she felt like she had to. Her husband was running amok. And she went and got an apartment. I think she was out of the apartment for 6-7 months, maybe 8. Cost her a fortune. You know what I mean? Because she had to come up with first and last month rent. Plus, she did a 6 months lease. And they charged her an arm and a leg for that. Because they were like, we only do year lease or 24 months or 12 months. We don't do 6. And she begged them and they did the 6. But they charged her like extra rent. But she did it. She definitely did it. Because she had a decent job. Like, if you only have a decent job, that paid pretty good, you wouldn't be able to do some shit like that. But, luckily for her, she was able to afford it. But it was breaking her, She couldn't really do dinner and all this stuff. And it was in the summertime, too. She couldn't really do much because, the funds was short. But, she had to do it. She had to teach her husband a lesson. Like, I'll get the gone if you don't get right. You know what I'm saying? But, and they're still married today. They're still married today. And I'm not saying that one little thing, like, whipped it up. But, at that point, he knew, like, oh, she'll leave. She left. You know what I mean? And they were able to really have them hard conversations and really get it together or whatever. And won't always happen like that. Maybe the guy will actually let you go and be like, bye-bye. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like at that point, even though it's hurtful as hell, like, he didn't want it. He didn't want it no more. He's not fighting for it. He let you go and he's not trying to get you back. Because when my cousin left, after about a month or two, he started calling and, pretending like he couldn't find stuff in the house. Where is this and where is that? Stupid stuff. Where is the salt? And it's in the damn cabinet where salt goes. But there won't be his ways of calling her to, see what's up, see what she's doing and get conversations started or whatever. So, yeah, I don't know. That's what it seemed like. Tisha gonna have to do something hard like that. It's hard to do. It is very hard to do. I'm not even gonna front. I don't even know if I can do it. You know what I mean? And I don't want to know if I would have to do it or not. You know what I'm saying? But and that's why I feel sorry for her. Because it's like Martell said, you don't have to make some hard decisions or sit there and look dumb. And it's not dumb. It's just, you're not strong enough to beat him at his own game. It takes a strong-ass woman to beat a man at that kind of game. Or at least play that game with him to get him right. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. I guess pray for her if y'all want to. You know what I mean? She's definitely a throw your rocks and hide your hand kind of chick. But I don't wish this type of thing on my worst enemy when it comes to a man trying to bring a woman down. Like it seems like he's trying to break her. Like he's trying to just work at her self-esteem or something. Because why you pulling me back down to sit here and listen to this man say all this dumb shit about me? I know I would have yanked away from him and told him to F off. I know me because I know my mouth. You know what I'm saying? If we had to went home and had a fight, I would deal with that ish later. But right now, right here, right now, I'm not listening to it, period. And what you gonna do? I would have walked off. I know I would. I'm not sitting here and listening to him say this stuff to me not one more time. And then the fact that you ain't saying nothing either, boy, bye. Anyway, y'all, I don't want to make this video long. It was just like a food for thought thing. Like, it was just burning me when I started thinking about it. And I was happened to be scrolling through IG, and then she came up. I'm like, look at Tisha. Look at her face. Her face is fat. Like, is she stress eating? Anyway, y'all, drop down in the comments. I do talk back. Let me know what you think about this topic. Like the video, subscribe. Please hit your notifications. Until next time, guys. Bye.